This is part 54, Beyond the Nexus. So we are going to go and visit the Nexus, which made its first appearance in Star Trek Generations. If you don't need any reminder of how horrible and crap that particular film is, then then obviously you've never seen it. But yeah, it should not be remembered. But now I'm going to be reminded of that film. Thank you, Star Trek Online. You bring back horrible, horrible memories. Okie dokie. Right. It's how Admiral Quint. Should have done this all off stream, but I couldn't be bothered. Anyway, oh, Beyond the Nexus.
We recently received a distress signal from the USS Forrestal, a ship we thought was lost in the Nexus back in 2332. We sent the USS Madison out to investigate, but they haven't checked in for some time. Considering the Nexus is involved, they could be in trouble. The Madison's last known position was in the Rotanev system. Meet with the USS Challenger there to investigate the situation. Her captain has some experience with the Nexus.
Well, kind of. I think Geordie's got kind of an experience. The person who had real experience of it was Captain Picard. Sorry, Admiral Picard. He was the person who best to be on this mission, but I guess voice actors need be, I guess. You got LeVar, you might as well use him, eh? I don't think they've actually got any captains on this game yet. Technically they had Spock. Spock was Spock was a captain, but he wasn't really the captain of the Enterprise. I don't think any of the Trek series captains have actually lent their voices to anybody on it. Anyone on this. It's a shame. Wish they would. It'd be cool, you know. Anyway, if I remember correctly, the Lorenanto system is actually in the Delta Quadrant. It's in the Alpha Quadrant. Reactive system. A yellow arrow is shining there, so I think it's in the Alpha Quadrant. Go to the Alpha Quadrant. Pretty much most of the New Frontiers missions are in the Alpha Quadrant. Even though it sounds like Rotanev system sounds a lot like a Romulan system, but there it is. Rotanev, that sounds a lot like a Romulan system, doesn't really sound like a... It is what it is. I mean, this is a lot better than it used to be. I mean, I can remember playing this game when it first came out 10 years ago, back on the PC.
Head to DS9.
All this lot would be one block, and then it would link up to this block, and then it'd link up to this block. All this stuff was added later, but yeah, it's basically the gist of it. I mean, I think the old Galaxy map shows how it used to be. Stop a second. It doesn't. Yeah, so basically, how it used to be is that it used to be the main bulk missions, and then all of these were all branched off, and at the end of them were like nebulas. So that's how it used to be. They got rid of the nebulas. That's where you used to get stuff to go to memory alpha. You had to go to them, do nebula missions to get parts to do R&D to make weapons and stuff. You had to go to that to get specific stuff, and it was sort of a pain in the arse. Let's say RTF system. Should start saying begin. There we are. Begin beyond the Nexus. Yes, well, I hope everyone is well. Because in the middle when I'm actually streaming this and this part come up, which is, yeah, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so I hope everyone's okay, everyone's safe.
Good to see you again. Looks like the two missing ships are here, although they're both in a disabled state. Neither of them have responded to our hails. That's entirely possible. Even minimal exposure to the Nexus can be pretty disruptive to ship systems. I think we should take a closer look. Things could be worse than our initial scans have indicated.
Let's get closer and scan them. The USS Challenger, which is Geordie's ship, made its appearance in a Voyager episode, where when I got back.
Apologies. This ship's taken some damage here. Short-range comms are barely working, and we're experiencing widespread systems failure on all decks. Our Nexus defense screen's overloaded, and we were exposed to a full blast. We're lucky to be here. We could use your help.
We're on our way. Admiral Challenger's hailing us. Screen.
Something's not right here. I worked on the Nexus Defense Screens project, and a catastrophic failure like that seems unlikely. In an overload situation like she described, the ship wouldn't be disabled. It'd be destroyed.
Let's get a short-range scan. Well, to be honest, she said she was a captain, but she only had the rank of commander. But then, of course, I was ensign as captain, but you refer in naval tradition, you refer to everyone as captain. The Forest Star is a. I'm picking up some Nexus radiation and signs of minor combat damage from both ships, but nothing close to what the captain of the Madison is claiming. Admiral, the Madison has raised shields. They're powering up their weapons. Red alert, all hands, battle stations.
Whatever they fire just disrupted most of our systems. We're sitting ducks over here.
ambassador-class ship.
We're still trying to figure out what they hit us with over here. Whatever it was, it knocked most of our systems out. We're running on emergency power. I think we'd better get over there and find out what's going on while we still have a functioning ship between us. Meet me at these coordinates on deck 10.
Beam over. Well, Coes is... Well, I'm going to take my commander of my elite forces team. If you get that reference, then you earn 10 internets.
Looks like someone activated the security system on this deck. Fortunately, I know a thing or two about that system. The console here is offline, but there should be a functional one nearby in a holodeck. From there, we can access the system and shut the fields down.
Sounds like a plan. Of course you don't know about the systems, you twit. You're in command of a Galaxy-class starship. You plonker.
This holodeck's damaged. Let's try the next one. Alright, let's get to work. With luck, we should be able to bypass the system and drop those...
Something wrong, Captain?
Someone's loading up a holodeck program in here, and I've got a feeling it's not for R&R.
Ready weapons.
Activating Program Barclay, 42 Epsilon. Safety protocols are disengaged.
Please, help us! The Borg are everywhere!
The program's locked. We'll have to survive the battle to leave.
We are Borg. No, too soon.
Last wave. Unless they change the program.
Jumbo, Roman and Mosk.
Oh, thank you. If there's anything I can do to repay you, anything at all.
Computer pulse program.
That's definitely a Reg Barclay program. Let's get back to business. We'd better bypass security before they send more sparring partners to deal with.
Let's use the holodeck arch consoles. Oh, Reg Barclay. Never change.
Okay, that did it. Security systems are down on this deck, and they won't be putting us into another holodeck scenario anytime soon.
Excellent.
This is Commander Tavai. Please respond. I repeat, if you can hear this, come to 10 forward at once. There's...
We're barely reading you here.
Our defenses just dropped. We require your... They are closing on us. Hurry. It won't be long before they attack.
Who's going to attack?
Someone's jamming that signal. We'd better get to 10 forward.
Agreed. Which way is 10 forward? This way, another way. Commander Tafel.
Thank you for coming. The Madison has been taken over by hostile forces, and we are in dire need of assistance.
What happened here?
We responded to a distress call from USS Forrestal, long thought lost to the Nexus. As we closed to assist, the Madison was struck by a potent beam of psionic energy. It disabled the ship and left us vulnerable to attack. Mind-controlled members of the Forrestal's crew then beamed over and took control of this vessel. We few are all that remain free.
Who and what is behind this?
An alien of tremendous psionic ability, formerly trapped within the Nexus. We believe it lured the Forrestal there in an escape attempt, which failed. Somehow, it was able to break free when the Nexus recently returned. Though powerful, there are limits to the alien's ability. The combat with your ship has weakened it considerably. Now is the time to strike. The controlled crew are bound to attack again soon.
Set weapons to stun if they do.
Picking up transporter signals, multiple contacts. We've got incoming.
Enemy contacts inbound.
Welcome to the 25th century, numbnuts. Where's the captain?
Looks like we bought ourselves a little time. We should discuss our next move soon. You might talk with some of the survivors here for more information as well. Your call.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, am I glad to see you. Things were looking more than a little ugly until you got here. I'd pour you a drink, but all of the replicators went offline an hour ago.
How are you holding up?
As good as can be, under the circumstances. Still amazed we haven't been, dominated by that alien. The commander thinks it's because we all come from a species with psionic abilities. As good a reason as any, I suppose.
That's a sensible theory. She's so competent. Wonder how old she is. Ensign Rana.
Ensign Rana, engineering. Sorry for staring, Captain LaForge. Your work on transwarp theory was required reading at the Academy. I never thought I'd actually meet you. Wish it were under different circumstances.
Report, Ensign.
Right. Well, they hit main engineering first. If you're going down there, be on your guard. Several of us tried to take it back a couple of days ago. They beamed in and took us by surprise. I was the only one to make it back here.
Don't let it weigh you down.
Ensign Seitel, security. Your arrival is most fortuitous. Our numbers have dwindled considerably since the enemy's initial assault. Until your arrival, I calculated our odds of survival at 4,286 to 1.
You can't beat Vulcan logic, can you? How about you? How about now, Ensign?
Difficult to fully assess at this juncture. However, I am willing to state that our odds have improved considerably. If all of you were psionics, our odds would be even better. The alien is quite ineffective against those with mental abilities.
I say, carry on, Ensign.
I have a feeling these attacks will intensify as the alien gains strength. If we're going to do something to save this ship, we'll need to do it fast. Let's get down to main engineering. I think we can get a better grip on the security system there and use it to incapacitate both the hostile crew and the alien.
Agreed.
Take these psionic inhibitors with you. We hope to use them on some of our dominated crewmates prior to your arrival. But I suspect they will serve you better at this time. They should protect you if the alien attempts to take control of your minds.
Thank you, Commander. Definitely from the 2330s, aren't you? I don't think you actually have to fit anything for the inhibitors. I don't think you actually get inhibitors. I think it's like on you. Yeah. Are we beaming down or are we going by turbo lift? Turbo lift. Engineering! Galaxy class engineering are definitely changed since old.
Watch it! They're beaming in reinforcements.
Where? Say to my ion cannon! Ion cannon!
Heads up! More hostiles incoming!
there.
We've got a couple of problems here. Main power's offline, and there's a lot of Nexus radiation getting past the screens. I'll handle the power situation while you deal with the radiation. Once that's done, we can bring the security systems back online.
Understood. Let's sort that inventory thing, just bear with me. Recalibrate the systems. Mini games. Lots of mini games. Where are you?
Nice work. Radiation levels are back in the safe zone, and I've managed to prime the warp core. Give me a hand with it, and we can restore main power.
Acknowledged. Does this mean I'm going to get another minigame? Should get the last minigame.
That did it. Main power's back online, and warp core is stable. I've activated most of the security systems, but it looks like the bridge is still under enemy control. It's a good bet that's where the alien is.
Let's retake the bridge. We can just sit down here and admire her. It's just galaxy class warp core. Cool. To the bridge. Was that not the way to the bridge? There's no way to the bridge? There's no way to the bridge. Why are you letting me go to the bridge then?
This ship and all upon it belong to Cosmo.
Starfleet disagrees with you on that.
Your words mean nothing. Kill them. Kill them now.
We are here to assist you.
Where's your ship? De Gracie.
I'm reading the alien on sensors. It's back on the forestall. This isn't over yet.
Recommendations?
The Challenger might be able to fight, but most of this ship's crew is unconscious. Beam back to your ship and deal with the forestall. I'll do what I can.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I'm reading the alien on... The Challenger might be able to fight, but most of this ship's crew is unconscious. Beam back to your ship and deal with the forestall. I'll do what I can here to get the shields up and keep the Madison in one piece.
Understood. Good luck, Captain. Ready to beam you back on your command, Admiral. By your command. Right, let's go and kick the crap out of a mid 22nd, 24th century Ambassador class starship. Yes. Admiral, we're being hailed by the forest. Oh, I think it's the alien on screen. You think it's an alien? You think it's the alien? Travell, you're my science officer. Don't look at me like that.
Shall the battle continue? Shall you strike me anew again and again until nothing remains?
Stand down and the fight's over.
Once I was imprisoned within the Nexus, cast away for defying those who call themselves my rulers. And now a new jailer comes, demanding submission.
Release the ship and her crew.
No, I need this ship and everyone on it. They give me what I need to return home and avenge my imprisonment. I will not give them up.
Unfortunate tactical. Fire to disable.
Challenger stands ready to assist.
You're alright, love. I mean, it's Ambassador class versus an Odyssey or an Endeavour class starship. It's not exactly going to be a fair fight. I've got 80 plus years of technology compared to that ship. No, you'll be taken into custody alive.
If that is to be my fate, I yield. The ship and crew are yours. It is an unexpected mercy, one I would not extend to a vanquished foe on the battlefield. Much has changed since my banishment to the Nexus.
You made the right choice. Admiral, we're being held by the Madison. Put them on screen.
Nicely done. I was able to get a call into Starfleet, and we should have backup here soon. In the meantime, I'll keep working with the crews of the disabled ships. We'll have them up and running again in no time.
Glad to hear it.
You saved a lot of lives here today. You showed mercy to someone who wasn't inclined to return the favor. That goes a long way.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome. The Nexus is definitely worth studying, but only under safe conditions. The crews of the Forrestal and the Madison found that out the hard way, I'm afraid. Just like we did on the Enterprise all those years ago.
Likewise, safe travels, Captain. All decks are reported in, Admiral. Ready to depart on your command. Depart the system. Short and sweet. That's the way we like it. And that is part 54 I've been done with. Short, sweet, most like most of the missions in New Frontier. We'll get through these pretty quickly.
Interesting report. This alien was trapped for eons in the Nexus and wanted to leave? As I understand it, the Nexus is a paradise. Apparently there's at least one life form out there who disagrees. Fortunately, you saved a lot of lives, and 3 Starfleet vessels. Captain LaForge tells me they'll spend some time in space dock, but they'll be ready for duty again soon. And we can use all the ships we can get on the frontier these days. Well done.
Thank you, Admiral. So you have the Trilithium enhanced weaponry here. We've got plenty of time to this to set. You've got firing haste on all the energy for energy weapons, and damage resistant and whole capacity for 3 parts of it. That gives you a transfer rate, whole restoration, and whole things. It's pretty good. So if you fancy going down the but also you get an omnidirectional beam phaser, which is always nice to play around with. So that's where we're done with this mission. We shall return part 55. Which is Melting Pot. Visited the Danura system to learn about the new joint Lakari-Kantari colony project. But the colonists have their own secrets, and other galactic powers are interested in their new home. Well, we'll find out what's going on there, and then we'll just 2 missions away from finishing this, and then we're doing start my favourite expansion, which is the Gamma Quadrant. There's some awesome missions there, including that one, episode 5, which will be fun as hell to play. And then we get to the Age of Discovery. Jaluda's one. Jaluda's Discovery. I think these are the only ones which are actual missions. It's a mission, yeah. So these 3 are actual missions. These are actually, yeah, I think these 3 are actual missions, and these are actually just patrols. So actually, when we get here, these 5 parts, just these 5 missions, they're pretty much just patrols. Just tell you what they are. We come over to this here, Beta Quadrant. Contact day. Cool. So you got the 9th for all, then there's the 5 missions. They're all here. I probably won't do them in separate missions. I mean, the patrols will take about 2 minutes about 10 minutes to finish. I probably won't show these 5. It's pretty much linked to this one, and then it just carries on from down here. It's just like an introduction to the patrol, basically introduction to patrols. So I probably won't cover those in additional parts, because it's just pointless. Just come over and load them up. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Before Van Seal interrupts me with the Delta Quadrant patrols, because she likes to do that. That's how she rolls. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.
Not all the experiences of the USS Voyager crew in the Delta.
As if on cue. Hello, Van Seal. Van Seal interrupt. Thank you very much for watching. Wait, if you've got all the way back to watching it back, thank you very much for watching it all the way through. And yeah, I'll see you in part 55. Live long and prosper.